Welcome to the Mattain, Attain the Life You Desire show. I am your host, Manal and I am so excited to journey today with you. Welcome to episode 27, where we are going to be talking about, very simply, how to accept self. Accepting yourself is so multifaceted, and there's so many different reasons that ultimately we don't accept ourselves. We have self-judgment. It expresses itself in the four bodies: the egoic body, where we carry our identity and beliefs; the mental body, where your thoughts and logic and processing; the emotional body, where you're feeling, emitting your emotions; and the physical body, where you're feeling your physicality. So today we are going to explore how to self-love, self-acceptance, and finding compassion from a place of authenticity. Let's go. Before we begin, I want to invite you. One of the things a lot of people feel when they don't accept themselves is anxiety. I want to invite you. I have my new book. The launch is coming out the end of September 30th. And I want to invite you to download a free chapter, Transcending Anxiety from Fear to Freedom. We talk about how anxiety manifests in the four bodies, and ultimately the book promises to do first, transcend anxiety. By the end of the first part, you will no longer hold what you're experiencing as anxiety, but unacknowledged fears. And then part two is how to shift those fears into freedom. I invite you, www.mattain.me/begin now, to download your free chapter now and be on this journey with me. So let's talk about today's topic. Today's topic is all about self-acceptance. We had a live on it recently, and it was really interesting how all of us held subtle and sometimes not very subtle judgments, doubts, perceptions, misperceptions about ourselves. And these misperceptions can occur in 30 things. It could be about the body, about your physical body, the shape of your body, the look of your body, the feel about your body, the age of your body. There was somebody that just had a baby and called it postpartum body. And I thought it was ironic that during the pregnancy, we think our bodies are beautiful and the stomach starts to grow and there's such a beauty and a connection. But after the baby is born and the skin stretches and there's a lot of physical changes, the body is no longer accepted and loved. And we're looking back to my pre-baby body. And what's wrong with the post-baby body? And so that was sort of one of the things that we all sort of explored intellectually. We also talked about age and what's your bias because of the age, your hair, your skin tone. Now, it's normal. This is the one thing that I wanted everybody to sort of pick up on. It's absolutely normal to have some form of self-judgment, misperceptions, self-doubt in your human journey, because that's just what it is. It is the human journey. It is conditioning. It is society. It is the things that have been passed on from generation to generation to generation and generation that aren't necessarily true, but it's because we are human. So the one thing that I just want to impart on all of us is there's nothing broken. There's nothing broken in the cycle. There's nothing broken in you. There's nothing broken in me. There's nothing broken in any of us, no matter where we are right now in our life. It's the unfolding. It's the human journey. It's what we're meant to experience. Why? Perhaps for self-growth, for self-awareness, for the external life, the unfolding of the external, to teach us how to go back internally. For us to learn that it's not about what the others say or what society says. It's about how we feel. So our life's journey is here to teach us how to take the external unfolding of life and to calibrate internally. It's very powerful. So there is nothing broken. There is nothing broken in anybody's journey, in your journey, in my journey, in any unfolding. There's nothing broken in the perpetual cycle of whatever might be, because it's here for us to grow, to learn, to expand. So this judgment about body, yeah, it's been passed on. Society has told us. And it's all about how we figure out how to unravel from it, how to detangle from it. Not how to judge it, not how to become victim to it, but really how to disentangle from it and to come back to the truth, the ultimate truth of your unconditional beauty, your unconditional power, your unconditional worthiness. So there's a few points that I'd like to do. So the first point is nothing's broken. So number one, we all are in some form judging ourselves, and it's the journey to learn to accept ourselves. So number one, we all do it. And number two, it's the journey. It's the human journey. And that together we'll muscle together towards self-acceptance, self-compassion, self-love, allowing, flow. The other point that I want to get across is it's not about knowing it. I talked about when we started today's podcast about the four bodies. It's not enough to know something. It's not an intellectual exercise. Every time I share anything, we might intellectually talk about it, but it's ultimately about all four bodies aligning with it. It's about knowing it from your egoic, that you know that you're unconditionally worthy. You just trust that. You just know that. And then your thoughts are aligned with the knowledge. So you trust it from your egoic body. You know it, or maybe you believe it from your egoic body. You know it from your mental body. You feel it from your emotional body. And then you live it from your physical body. So today I'm not going to say to you, oh, you don't accept yourself, don't accept your body. Well, just accept it. It's not going to do anything. What it is that I'm transmitting to you, that feeling of self-acceptance, that feeling of the beauty of the human journey, that feeling that just the way that you are is perfect. And so how do we build those muscles? How do we build those muscles of self-compassion, of self-love, of self-acceptance? It's through feeling it. It's not an intellectual exercise. It will never be. It is always about aligning. So affirmations, although I love affirmations only work when you feel the intention of the affirmation. There's a concept of faking it till you make it. Sure, if you fake it and fake it and fake it enough till you ultimately believe it, absolutely. It might take much more effort than finding a way of understanding what the resistance is. And so you don't have to fake it till you make it. You just make it because you make it. But faking till you make it works for some people. But I prefer just making it till you make it. So how do you ultimately find the resistance? How do you end up calibrating? It's by journeying through your four bodies. So I talked about your egoic body. So what are the misbeliefs that you have? Are you trying to be a perfectionist? Do you believe that you can control the world? Do you resist change? Every part of our life will bring change. The only constant in life is change. We can be guaranteed that our physical body will continue to change. Now the question is, do you honor the body that is now? Or do you feel displaced from your body because your body is changing and your mind or your emotions or your beliefs have not caught up to the physical reality of the body that is? What I suggest is becoming aware. It's through awareness of these four bodies, awareness of how do I feel about my physical self? How do I feel about my life journey? How do I feel about the human journey? So that feeling came from the emotional body. How do I think about it? How do I judge it? Do I have self-doubt? Again, from the mental body. What are my beliefs about life, about myself, about a higher meaning, about my purpose? How do I physically walk in life? And so ultimately, the journey is finding alignment, that you know that you are purpose and that your thoughts are just clear because you know your purpose, and that you just feel at peace and acceptance of whatever unfolds in yourself, and your body is just relaxed and easy and flow. And again, it's hard until it's not. And life has naturally conditioned us. So it's again about accepting where you are and accepting where life has led you and accepting life. So that comes to point 5, where it's the human journey. You're not broken. It's life. It's the beauty of life. It's the joy of life. It's the journey of life. It's the flow of life. Life has been designed for us to pick up misbeliefs. And the point is not to hold on to them forever. The point is to find a way to recalibrate to the truth of the beauty of life. Life's journey is here to take us from the external misbeliefs to the internal truth of our ultimate beauty, worthiness, love, flow, alignment. And it's the journey there that's the joyride. That's the excitement. That's the fun. So I hope I gave you a few messages. 1, it's a normal part of the human journey to find resistance towards yourself, your body, and life. It's because it's been picked up through society, through conditioning, and that's a normal part of the design. And if ultimately we step back, we recognize, I'm not broken. This is just the design of life. And journey through your 4 bodies, the expressions of the ego and expressions of the mind and the expression of the heart and the expressions of the body, to recognize where that resistance lies. And finding that resistance is liberation. It's liberation towards what we ultimately want to calibrate to, which is self-acceptance and self-joy and self-love and happiness and worthiness. So enjoy the journey of self-discovery. Enjoy growth. Enjoy expansion. Recognize that it is not an intellectual journey. It's a journey of play of the 4 bodies. And the more you get comfortable playing and going between your 4 bodies, the more your muscles of self-acceptance and self-love and self-compassion, love for the journey, love for yourself, love for your body, starts to build and build and build. And it just becomes absolutely natural for you to recognize that the flow of life is just the flow of life. So thank you for being here today. And I hope that you recognize that any doubt that you have is normal. Any lack of self-acceptance is normal. And it's fun to journey back into full self-love and self-acceptance. If you enjoyed this, you will love my book, Transcending Anxiety from Fear to Freedom. And it reinforces all of the ideas that we talked about. Go to my website today now, www.mattain.me/begin now, and download the chapter for free and be part of this journey for us to collectively move from fear to freedom and worthiness and love. Because life just tastes much better from there. My love, always.